All right, we're kicking off a new earnings season. Tomorrow, Delta Airlines is going to report, but before we get into that, let's take a look at the last earnings season and see what happened. So, there's a lot of noise on this chart, so how about I get rid of some of it? Um, I can put it back later when people might actually know what it is, but this is the bottom line. This is the net risk units. If you don't know what a risk unit is, that's okay. You can think of it as a revenue curve. You know, this is about 450 trades, and I traded essentially every stock in the S&P 500 through earnings season, and an additional, um, I don't know, 50 or so that aren't in the S&P 500, largely software companies, to get a little beta. Um, get a little more volatility into the mix. And you could see it went up, it went over, it went up. This was actually a kind of a tough period here. I mean, this is a couple hundred trades, moved sideways to down. It was actually the biggest drawdown. And then on the heels of the tariff news, everything started gapping down. So the strategy picked up, I guess, until it stopped working here right at the end, and then we closed off at about 69 hours. So that was last earnings season. Uh, let's see. Let's open up this earnings season and see. Well, everything's blank. Go figure. It hasn't started yet. We're kicking off with Delta Airlines before the market opens on 4/9. Um, we'll see what happens tomorrow, but I'm pretty sure I'm taking it long. And then the next one will be Constellation Brand. So we'll look at those two, and then we'll track. We'll try to do. I'll try to do as many videos as I can to just track this whole learning season. So here's Delta Airlines, and last earnings season, this was a blowout quarter. I mean, just look at this. It came from 35, went to 70, and now it's back down to 35. But that call was very positive, very bullish. All the airlines, if you look at UAL, it's the same story. Really bullish. It actually gapped up. And got sold all day last earnings season, which makes sense because it was ridiculously extended on the weekly chart. But just look at this. Delta Airlines, I mean, now it's all the way back down. Or this is United. But anyway, so we'll start with Delta. It's obviously going to be very interesting to see how this earnings season pans out with all the tariffs. Uh, in case anyone doesn't know, Trump went a little nuts with the tariffs and came up with crazy high tariff numbers for all countries and is really disrupting the world economic order. And people are panicked. In fact, the market just had, if you look at the S&P 500, it just had these 2 days were one of the biggest, fastest sell-offs. I mean, it does look like a lot, but you could almost not realize, but it's like a 10% sell-off from here to there. And then today was like a 10% move. I mean, from 480 up to 520. I don't know what, I mean, it was very volatile. So it's definitely touch and go. So, um, we'll start with the Delta. We'll probably plan to take that long. We're going to move into Constellation Brands. This is, um, a beer and spirits company. It's in a clear downtrend. It's very bearish. We're going to short it. Um, I believe. We'll see. That's the plan. So anyway, we're going to kick off with Delta and Constellation, and then we get into the big banks, and we'll see what this earnings season holds. We'll talk to you, um, maybe in a week and give an update on how things are going so far.